Hi. Individuals in high authority positions usually don't ever want to admit to doing anything wrong in their past or in their lives, period. Once there was a young priest whom attended a funeral of another priest that he respected and he admired. This young priest, when viewing the body, took a cross off the rosary beads. It's actually detached his cross off the rosary beads that was laying on the chest of the deceased priest. Philip Puello, in a website called Reuters, wrote an article, and he said he quoted Pope Francis as saying that he succumbed to the thief that is in all of us. Pope Francis is the 266th priest of the Catholic Church. He's a priest the Pope who's not like any other Pope that we've ever had. He believes in being humble, in humility, and I believe that's what draws the Catholic people to him, that he believes as such. The name Pope Francis, he chose the name, he's Pope Francis is Argentinian, and he's of Italian descent. And his birth name is George Mario Bagelio. He chose the name Pope Francis from Francis of Assisi. Francis of Assisi was known for drinking and partying in his days, and he was rich, he was wealthy. And this certain Pope, he heard from God one day, and God told him to leave the life of luxury and rebuild the Christian church, and to live in poverty and among Christian people, to go out and find people. So that's what he did. So I believe that's why George Bergoglio chose Pope Francis as his name. This information comes from a website of St. Francis Assisi. Pope Francis is known for his humility. He chooses a less formal approach to the papacy. He lives in a guest house rather than in a palace where all the other popes lived. He chose as his ring, he chose silver instead of gold. And he's kept the same cross that he's had from when he was a cardinal, rather than getting a new one. He doesn't wear the robe. They have a traditional papal Mazetta cape that he doesn't wear. He wants to stay humble. He drives a Ford Focus rather than using a limousine. He's an interesting man. And I hope that I was able to tell you about how inspiring he is as to changing the Catholic Church. The Pope comments that bishops are to be led by serving instead of dominating. Therefore, he believes that the church should go out and serve the people. And he really believes in helping people. So he believes they need to go out to reach them. He says a church that does not go out sooner or later becomes sick from being locked up. He also gives interviews to atheists. He cold calls all manners of people. On Holy Thursday, he washed the feet of inmates and Muslim women. So he believes to reach the people where they stand, to go out to reach them, to bring them to the church, to bring them to Christianity. That's Pope Francis. I hope I was able to tell you something about him and how of a humble man he is, and how he believes in, rather than live a lavish life of airport priest, to just be himself and to reach people and to bring them and to help the impoverished. Anyway,